welcome to another episode of the 151 Collective. I am your co-host, Zack Mo, aka why the fuck is my boss calling me right now?
I'm your co-host Collector, aka I didn't think of one for this week, aka Game Freak.
Game Freak, that's a good one. And if you are watching on YouTube, you can see that we are joined by our guest, Vannis. Vannis, is that what you want to be called, Vannis?
Yeah, it's fine.
Our
Vannis.
esteemed co-host Vannis.
Special guest.
You're
You may not be able to see it, but he's a good-looking fellow.
yeah. You're one
Just,
Good
one
old
sexy
Italian
hunk of
boy.
man, I'll say that.
Good old Italian boy.
that's funny. So it's my so Collector,
Yeah.
how has
You're-
your weekend collecting been?
Wait, isn't it my week to ask you that question?
Negative. You asked last week and did the highlight. I asked this week and do the highlight.
No, we do them together. I talked about my weekend collecting last week. Anyway, Kev, how was your weekend? I mean, Vannis, how was your week? Wow, literally took me fucking 4
whatever.
seconds to dox you.
Dennis, Kevin. It's all good.
How was your weekend collecting? What did you do with your collectibles this week?
I helped you carry a rather large load to your car, as usual.
Yep.
Sunday night, I ripped like $70 worth of Peldian Fates, and the last 2 packs were 2 Bubble Mews. It was nuts.
Back to back. I got a photo immediately and a
Yeah.
phone call.
Fuck you.
Every time I pull fire, I just send it to a collector.
Every
Yeah, it was
time I
pretty
see you
wild.
Jump, I just send it to Collector.
Yeah.
You guys really fill my camera roll with joyous memories.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was insane. I actually heard about it today at the shop. Evan was like, "God damn it! I broke down these collection boxes, and Kev bought the boxes. He pulled 2 fucking Bubble Mews."
And then I was stuck at the shop because I just kept telling AV, I was like, I'm going to rip till I don't hit. I bought a couple packs of 151, hit a Squirtle, hit a full art Mew, full art Kangaskhan, and I was like, I need to go the fuck home.
Well, I mean, that was a good run for sure. It sounds like it was a
Yeah.
great week in collecting.
Yeah.
We also, I received a Frostlass art rare from the homie Kev. We were shopping a show together and looking for a PSA 10 Frostlass. If you heard last week's episode, you know why. And I couldn't find any slabbed Frostlass cards at all. But as I was looking at one table, Kev was at another table, and then he turned around and had 2 copies of Frostlass. So that was super dope.
Yeah, not bad. It was like, I tried to lowball them. It's like $10 a piece. It was like 2 for 15. He's like 2 for 16. I was like, you got a 5. He's like, fine, 2 for 15. I was like, that's right. The small victories.
It is
Yeah,
the small victories, 100%.
We'll take that victory.
I need to get me a Frostlass now.
I'll send you something.
We got to get a Frostlass for Zack Mo. I'll put it on the priority list.
Priority list.
If you're listening, send us your Frostlass. Maybe I'll start a Frostlass binder. That'll be a way more expensive binder than the other binders I've done, though.
Yeah, it's like $6 to $8 or $9.
Yeah, per copy, and the
Yeah.
binders hold 240 copies.
So get a smaller binder.
Like the
I could do
four.
a 4. Yeah, I could do a 4 binder.
Yeah,
Even those hold quite a few, but
like you
You
could
make smaller binders.
you get one of these.
yeah, like the little Vault-X 4 buys.
Yeah, I think this is a Game Genic, and you could just like get like the small little.
Yeah, that would work. A 4 buy
Yeah.
would be a better idea for a Frostlass binder.
Yeah, something
Maybe
small.
maybe I'll fill out one of those little mini portfolios that comes in a lunchbox.
Oh yeah.
Finally,
Why don't you
having
get
use
like
for
one of those like wallet things for pictures?
I get pulled over and I'm like, "Sorry, officer, I didn't realize I was
Just-
speeding." But
Here's my Frostlass.
I don't know if you know who
Have
this
a good day,
is. But... yeah, right. Oh, sorry, sir.
Excuse me. I didn't know I was dealing with a rich fuck over here. Is what he's gonna be thinking.
Charge
I'm
this
gonna
guy
give
double.
myself a ticket. I'm an idiot. Sorry to bother you.
Do you accept Frostlass cards, good sir?
If not,
So
she's
yeah,
gonna
so
come for you and eat your fucking soul.
my week has been crappy in collecting.
Oh, that's a bummer.
I pulled nothing.
All
Wait, did I
right.
buy anything from you this week? Oh, that's a
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah, you pulled
I
well, I
pulled the
thought, right?
fucking yeah, no, actually I did. I pulled End
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Zora.
The Enzo
Oh, sick.
Rourke special rare from Battle Partners.
Yeah, the expensive one that's already starting to go down.
Well, I mean that's what happens with
I
every
think.
Japanese set except for the one that you sold immediately, and then that one went up
That one went up like 300.
like a lot. The Pikachu.
Fucking stupid. Don't get me started on that fucking Pikachu. And you made me sell my
Oh
151.
my god, here we go with this again.
You did.
I facilitated a sale for you at your request.
Well, while we're talking about my collecting, let's, our new segment, sit on it with Zack Mo.
Oh yeah,
I haven't opened it,
that's good.
but it is down.
What's it sitting at today?
It was 272 the other day, and now it's 236.
272.
It jumped up real quick, and then it went back
That
down.
must have been a that's inaccurate in some fashion. It must have been either a listing or a one high sale.
Well, the collector app uses the sales. It doesn't use listings.
Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer box. Sorry for the clacky keyboard. I need to get a squidgier keyboard.
Squidgier, that's not a word.
Oh wow, market price. No, it's on the rise, brother. Current market is 283. It's up. I bet you collector goes up again in the next day or two.
Dope. Well, I'm still sitting on it.
Good.
I haven't opened it.
Day one, it was like $400. So
Last
I
three
should have sold
sales to the 3 sales today. Nope, sorry. How many? Wow. Oh my gosh, a lot sold today. 300, 300, 290, 290, 285, 300, 300, 300. That's all today. So it's a $300 ETB right now.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's great. It's like
You wanna buy one?
70 more doll hairs than what you thought.
You want to buy one?
I do not. I have one. That's all I need.
But there could be an Umbreon in it.
I'm not going to open it regardless. So,
Kev, you want to buy one?
you know what? I popped in the collector's live stream. I think you were in there, and I was like jonesing earlier this week, and I was like, dude, I just want to rip Prismatic. I'm fiending real bad, and I guess it wouldn't be too bad because I collect Pokemon Center ETBs, but I got them at retail like $50 and $60, so it wouldn't be that bad, but it's okay. I kept it sealed with the rest of them.
that's the way. We just don't open those right now. This is how I think about it. And I think I explained this to Zack Mo, maybe on a podcast episode, but like
Probably.
Is the fun you're going to have opening that one equal, or does that equal or exceed its current market value or even its future market value? Because you can parlay that ETB in a year. Let's say it's worth $300 still in a year, when whatever the next super cool set that comes out is, right? Let's say our like Christmas specialty set that we get this year, you can buy a bunch of that with the $300 that you would have theoretically wasted opening the one ETB, a week ago or whatever it was. That's how I look at it. Did that make any sense?
It did, and that's why it's not sitting in my room. The temptation isn't there. Because we all know that I'm going to open it, and it's going to be a bunch of hollows and nothing fun.
Damn.
I almost opened a bunch of my own product today. It was very, very close, but I was actually talked out of it, which is unusual considering the people I was talking to.
Was it your children?
No. I was late on this because of circumstances last week. I couldn't drive to my supplier, but I got my allocation of surprise boxes, the prismatic surprise boxes, and I traded a sealed case for 6 loose ones to someone because I had multiple sealed cases and I'm going to open them up for the stream anyway. And someone had wanted a sealed case, so I just took their 6 loose ones and gave them a sealed case. But then I had 6 loose ones in my hand, and I was like, I want to open all of these right now and see what's inside. Like, maybe I'll get the Umbreon. But I was talked out of it. So they're
There
still
could have been a
sealed.
God pack in there.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna really open the packs. I don't even think. Maybe I'd open a couple. I just want the promos.
Intrusive
Mm.
thoughts.
I know.
Every time I'm just staring at stuff and I'm like, man, I just want to rip.
Yep.
That's what happened with the 2 packs of Prismatic that I had bought. They were just
Yeah.
sitting here next to me, and I was like, I'm really bored. I'm gonna open these.
Yeah.
There was nothing in it.
I have boxes of Pokemon stuff, like it's crazy. Yeah. You'll see it like when I move funny in the camera, the black light or the black background rather cuts out.
You see a little bit, yeah. There it is.
Elbow. That's a what you can see by my elbow is a 151 mini tin collection sitting atop a bunch of Sea and Sky collections underneath it. You can kind of see those too.
That's you should open all of that right now.
Next to me, no, dude, that would take 2 hours. There's a lot of Sea and Sky boxes there.
I'm like really bad at sometimes like just ripping packs. Like on Thanksgiving, I was keeping the one booster box of Surging Sparks sealed.
Yeah.
And just waiting it out. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I just ate dinner. I'm just vibing. It was like, fuck it. I'm gonna rip it. Hit a Pikachu.
Yeah, you did.
And then sent it out, got a 10, sold it.
Boom. Stonks. Golden hands.
Good shit.
Yeah, you do like in my opinion, you might not feel this way, but I feel like you have exceptional luck in the last like 6 months.
That's what everybody like. I'm in my buddy's group chat. I go to Minnesota like here and there for shows and stuff, and he's always just like, from now on, he's a big seal collector. Like he has like probably like over 500K in sealed. He's like, if I ever open packs, just rip it for me because you have insane luck.
I really think you do. Like, it might be a numbers thing. Like, you might just rip so much that translates to what we see as luck. But I don't. Yeah, I think you just have really good luck.
Like,
so from now on, when I order something, you're gonna open it for Kev.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
And the crazy thing is too, like the most times I've ripped a set is prismatic because
but you hit the Umbreon early, didn't you?
Yeah, like less than 50 packs.
Yeah.
And then the Surging Sparks, I hit both of the Pikachus in less than 100 packs.
Yeah, you have exceptional pack luck lately.
Yeah.
Did you sell the Umbreon?
It's in PSA right now.
I have an Umbreon in PSA that was apparently sent on the expedited, but
I think I might have invoices in my email account from about 20 minutes ago for that.
Yeah,
I'll find out right now on stream.
Yeah,
on the
find
podcast
out right now on stream because we're streaming, aren't we?
Shut up, bro. You know I meant the podcast. It's not that one.
Yeah, of course not, because I think you secretly took it and threw it out.
Which Umbreon?
You didn't even. No, you took it and threw it out.
Master Ball.
Oh,
no, not Master Ball.
Yeah,
Pokeball.
Still,
it was a Pokeball.
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
you don't even know what you sent in for me.
I have it right here. You want to see the scan?
This is why I don't grade with you.
There's the scan. It's in the grading phase.
Well, tell them to hurry the fuck up.
How much is it selling for in a 10?
$450.
The Pokeball reverse?
Yeah.
Holy
it's
shit.
It's like $10 raw, but $450 in like 10.
Dude,
that's wild.
Every time like I send to my buddy or like, you know, I'm sure Zach, collector, you would agree. The only time you would be like, hey, you owe me more money for an upcharge, you happily, here you go.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like, don't fucking talk to me about extra money.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, no,
happily.
I say that to people all the time. Like, if you get an upcharge, it'll be a very happy message. Because PSA, like in my experience, they're relatively loosey-goosey with it. Like, they're not sitting there checking and arguing over like $15 variances and cards, right? Like, if you submit like a super clean, you know, shadowless Zard in a bulk submission, you're getting upcharged. But if you submit a card that's $250 in a 10 and you sent it at a $200 rate, they're really not super picky about it.
Yeah.
So basically, to me, it's like a matter of like how fast do you want the card to come back, and what type of grader do you want that card to get in front of? Because I don't know how true this is, but I think they have like bulk graders and then like specialty graders, express graders, and then the highest tier are the people that do like with grading
walk-ins type of shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those are like their
I'd
like
get fired because
senior.
I would give everything a 10.
Yeah. Oh, look at the fold on this. That's a nice
My
fold. That
first day, whoever I grade for on my first day is gonna be really happy because after that I'd be fired.
Well, I don't know about PSA, but what's it called? A while ago, like a couple years back, I was like interested to work at CGC Comics, but like one of the criterias apparently was you cannot own a collection because it's like it could be like something like Fugazi type of deal. I was like, well, that kind of sucks. It's like,
That's
you
stupid.
know,
Yeah, that's really
I
stupid.
literally got into comics to get to work for you, and now I can't even fucking own my
I
own.
didn't know that. That's crazy, but that explains some things.
That's
There's a
stupid.
buddy of mine who I'm not gonna dox, whose significant other is involved with working with PSA. And I bet you it's for that exact reason. When I found out that this person's significant other was working for PSA, I was like, why? But now that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know if it was like, oh, you know, it's BS, but no, it's just like kind of makes sense, you know.
Well, you dodged a bullet there, considering CGC is now the laughing stock of the grading world.
Oh yeah, like I'm still gonna send in comic books, but
I think for comics, games, anything that they grade that's not card related, they're probably still going to do fine.
Yeah.
But as far as their card stuff goes, their stock is, at least in the Pokemon world, nobody's digging CGC right now.
I'm still waiting for like an apology statement from them.
Dude, I doubt they're going to do anything.
No.
So if you don't know, if you're listening and you don't know what we're talking about, CGC got caught up in a scandal where they they authenticated cards that were not authentic. And these are not small value cards. These were 6-figure plus cards. And a couple of the people who then got those cards from CGC and sold them have essentially gone on major tirades and said, well, we're going to refund our customers. We don't care what CGC does. I think it was Z&G Emporium who
well, it was like a 7-minute video.
Yeah.
He's like one of the smallest like content creators or whatever you want to call it, but he was the first one to step up to the plate and do the deed, you know.
And I think if I remember right, he's refunding $140,000 worth of purchases.
Yep.
And the guy like filmed, to give you the listeners an idea, the guy films his social media content in his car. Like, he's a very small business to be refunding $140,000.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, CGC's like, man, we'll take care of it, but nothing yet. No statement, no nothing.
That's fucked.
And it's like multi-billion-dollar company Fanatics didn't even like.
Oh well, that's the other thing. There's all those other companies that are way bigger than Z&G who dealt with the auctions of those inauthentic cards that were authenticated by CGC, and they're basically saying like, "Oh, that's CGC's fault, not ours. All we did was say like, here's a CGC authenticated piece of paper." Like, whatever. It's a tough situation, I think, but CGC should definitely be stepping up to the plate right now. They're going to end up in a world of hurt financially from this situation. At least their card grading department will.
I'm trying to find something. Do you like Zach? Do you like Caterpie? I know you like Weedle.
I don't really like Weedle.
Oh,
that was just kind of a
just
joke.
A meme.
Yeah, I like Shuckle.
Yeah, we don't fuckle with Shuckle.
Don't fuckle with Shuckle.
I got these cool Chinese cards. I bought a box a couple weeks ago.
And Enai, right? Isn't that what they're called?
Yeah, Baby Ife.
Ife, not Enai.
I wanted to send you a bunch of stuff. I want to make a care package for you.
Oh.
He's the man.
That's sweet.
Zack Mo's favorite Pokemon is... Well, I mean, I know what it is.
Apparently, Zack Mo doesn't. I'd say Growlithe, Arcanine, Charizard, Shuckle.
Growlithe Arcanine is what I was going to say. I didn't realize Charizard was so high on your list. That's pretty cool to know.
It is. So I don't collect Charizards as much, or I don't go hard for Charizard cards because they're a lot harder to get gifted.
Sure.
So I mean, a Growlithe and an Arcanine definitely are up there with Charizard for me. But Charizard, I mean, number one always.
Yeah, I don't think I pulled any Growlithe. I don't even think that's in the set, but yeah.
It's okay. He's
Definitely.
been gifted quite a few nice Growliths along the way.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
if I don't say yes, D's gonna yell at me. I've been gifted many nice Growliths.
Speaking of all these different types of Pokemon,
Mm-hmm.
why don't you tell us about a Pokemon this week? What's our weekly Pokemon highlight?
Well, I'm gonna do a twofer again this week.
Two for Tuesday.
I'm gonna give in, and I'm gonna do Furret.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's awesome. Jubbin
The
deserves
problem
the W.
with Furret and why it's a twofer, I can't find shit on Furret. It has no trivia whatsoever. The only piece of information that I found very interesting, because I know you also use Bulbapedia or whatever we use when we're looking at that shit, and it shows like in the anime, in the TCG, like that section. Furret had the longest list of in the anime I've seen in the 31 odd weeks that we've done this. It had
featured a lot.
49 features listed.
Maybe like running in the woods in the background.
I mean, it was little things like that, but it was like I've never seen a list so long of featured. I don't know if somebody did that, manually, or I don't know if like a fan did it or something. I don't know if it was Jubbin.
Jubbin editing Bulbapedia.
Yeah, just to put in all the Furret things. It's 5'11".
What?
Even if that's tail to snout, 5'11" is still fucking wild.
Yeah, that's huge. I didn't know that.
Because figure like half of it, or maybe like 3/4 of it, is not tail. So that thing's like 4 foot.
Yeah, that's a big creature.
That's terrifying.
You
imagine that thing running at you and coming out of the fucking grass, the high grass?
I'd
You're
prefer
just
not
walking
to.
on a route, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and then boom, Furret. Terrifying.
Damn.
It's based off of a ferret.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean that's literally all it was in the trivia, was that it's based off of a ferret, and that's where its name derives from. It has fur. It's based off of a ferret.
There's a life-size one.
That's terrifying. Is it 5'11"?
Yes, there's a life-size Furret plush.
That's terrifying.
I don't know if this was sold on the Pokemon website or what, but there's a photo of somebody holding it, and it's taller than the person. That's awesome. Okay, sorry.
So the second one I'm going to do is, which I absolutely randomly happen to have a card of in front of me, is Relicanth. Because I actually thought Relicanth was pretty cool, and I also really like this card. It's the one that looks like it's in an aquarium in like a fishbowl.
Yep. Shout out Nana, one of our newest Collectors Club Discord members. Relicanth is their favorite Pokemon. They just joined this week.
It was actually Nana who suggested it, and I sat there and thought about it. Was like, you know what? I like that idea. So I went with it. I forgot to pull up the page, so bear with me for 1 second.
Yeah, while you do that, for those of you, for the 6 of you that watch this on YouTube instead of listening to it on any of the other many platforms that we use, you're going to get to see the photo that I was so shocked to find of this massive life-size Furret.
Oh, wow.
Thing is awesome.
Can you imagine that jumping out of the tall grass?
Oh my God, bro. That thing is awesome.
Terrifying.
It's very
Furret
scary.
is terrifying.
Jubbin, why? Just answer us that. Jubbin's one of our regulars in our stream and on Discord, and he's always talking
every
about,
week I ask Discord, who should we do a Pokemon highlight? And Jubbin always says Furret. And I always tell him no.
Also worth mentioning, Furret just got one of the coolest art rares that I've ever seen.
Right.
It's a top tier art rare. whether you like Furt or not. Same as the Snom card, like just the hyper realistic one. I think they missed the mark a little bit with was it Cutie Fly when they did Cutie Fly at the drinking fountain or Rabombi maybe?
With Pick Peck or whatever in.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, I
that
know what
one
you're
kind of
talking
missed the mark a tiny bit, but Snom and Furret were both home runs to me.
So Relicanth shares many similarities with fossil Pokemon in the sense that it is also part rock type, has a gender ratio of 7 males to 1 female, and it is referred to as an ancient Pokemon in some Pokedex entries, but it is not a fossil Pokemon. And I think I know the reason, and we will get to that. Relicanth is the only rock type Pokemon with fins, and the only rock type Pokemon in the Water 2A group, if that means anything to you. Relicanth is one of the 2 Pokemon left out of the Hoenn Pokemon Rap, which is interesting. They couldn't fit that into the.
Yeah, I guess they couldn't figure out what rhymes with Relicanth.
The other one was Zigzagoon.
Also, well, you could rhyme with Goon, Spoon, Loon,
Spoon.
June.
Which Pokemon are you going to rap to it with? Don't start. It's okay. You're white. It's okay. For those who just listened, I just doxed your race. You're white.
Oh, real quick.
So, yeah.
My ex-girlfriend is from the Hoenn region. Just throwing it out there.
I'm gonna start using that. I like that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So Relicanth is based off of a type of fish that was thought to be extinct. I had the number, like 100 and many moons ago, like some millions years ago, 66 million years ago, until they rediscovered it in 1938. I think that's why it's not a fossil Pokemon, because it was rediscovered.
Interesting.
So it's based off of an animal that they thought went extinct, but turns out wasn't. I thought that was pretty dope. Yeah, I mean that's Relicanth really. There's a couple other things. They're virtually like so. This is now we're talking about the fish. They're virtually unchanged from their prehistoric ancestors. So like it never went extinct. I think they just swim really low at the bottom of the ocean, and they weren't discovered until 1938. And that's Relicanth. It's a pretty dope.
Coelacanth is the fish.
Yeah, you should have saw me trying to say that earlier.
I don't know if that's the right pronunciation, but that's
so.
what
That's
I'm
not
reading.
that's not the fish. That's the if you keep reading on, it says that's the family, the genus.
Ah,
but yeah,
interesting.
Coelacanth. And like I said, if you're probably listening on Spotify, whoever's listening, but I do have the fishbowl card.
Yeah, that card is dope. And didn't Relicanth get a cool art rare too? Yeah, Relicanth
I believe it did. Yeah,
a very cool art rare where it's like the
shout out
Bakazes,
to
like, swimming in the lake.
EJ Collect for this.
He donated the card to you?
No, it's the one thing I pulled that I wanted.
Oh yeah, on stream. I remember. Yeah. I wasn't in the stream, but I remember you telling me that you pulled.
The card's pretty good too. Like when you play the TCG.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it does have a special ability. It's too dark in here. I can't read it, but I have faith in you, Kev, that it's good.
Special ability is Memory Dive. I will read it momentarily. Each of your evolved Pokemon can use any attack from its previous evolutions. You still need the necessary energy to use each attack.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's like the big format right now, like one of the top decks is Charizard Pidgeot for the TCG. And with like the Relicanth, you could use that ability if your opponent has a stadium out, you could just use Charmander's ability to discard the stadium and play, and then next turn you could use the big Charizard attack to knock out the opponent.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So is Relicanth a standard in the Pidgeot's art deck? Or is it like a
no? I think it's just like a medical, like week to week,
Got it.
But it's like a really cool ability. It could slot
awesome.
into like any type of deck. So
that's pretty cool. So let's change subject here
yeah,
because I
let's do
know
that.
my man Kev is a WWE fan.
Oh, I thought you were going to
So
ask me about the market.
no, I figure we don't have to talk about the markets this week. You all know Pokemon go up. It's wild
Yeah.
out there.
The market,
There it is.
short and sweet, it's keeps going up. So either sell the cards or just like hold it. I
Buy
don't know.
high, sell low. That's what I
Yes.
always say.
Yes.
Buy high, sell low.
Sweet. I don't have to. I'm off for the week. Let's talk about WWE.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear you talk about the fucking market for half an hour.
I love it.
Oh, I'm sure everybody loves it. I just like being a dick.
No. I think he loves you being a dick to me, not hearing me talk
Oh,
about the market for a half hour.
I don't know. Well, maybe he loves both. Why can't he love both?
Kev, which do you love more?
A little bit of both.
All right.
You see,
Let's
there
talk
you
about
go.
WWE.
Let's talk about it. We recently just got out of the Royal Rumble, 2 weeks ago. Kev, thoughts?
Give it like 2.5 out of 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it was like as soon as Charlotte Flair came in, it's like a female version of Hulk Hogan. It's not working for me, brother. I'm
He
gonna
has
win.
become the female Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
You're right.
it's embarrassing. And
So,
also,
Tim Collector, she won the Women's Royal Rumble.
Okay.
and then pretty upset that Cena didn't win.
I'm not, because I know he's gonna get a WrestleMania match anyway.
Yeah, but at the same time, I also hot take, not a fan of Jey Uso
Yeet,
because it's like unless you're like a 12-year-old,
yeet.
it's yeah, okay. Enough said.
So, Collector, his catchphrase is yeet.
Got it.
And it's
All I really
quite,
know about the Royal Rumble is that Jey Uso won
because your barber told you.
because my barber told me. That's correct. Did I mention that on the podcast or I just told you?
I think you just told me.
Yeah. My barber's a big wrestling fan as well. I am a fan of the WWE in that Zack Mo and I play GM mode all the time.
Yes.
But I don't watch wrestling.
So if we're
I
going
don't
based
watch
off
much,
that,
if I'm
his
being honest.
favorite wrestler is Blair Davenport.
That's not even remotely true.
You draft her.
It is art. My favorite wrestler is undoubtedly Argus the Great.
That is one of the created jobbers in the game.
He's like a not even a real wrestler, but I did
No,
use
he's
it. I
not.
think he.
It's
I
an
think
indie
him.
guy. It's okay.
I think he is indie, super indie. I think him and the Miz have my most matches out of anybody. Maybe Post Malone.
That's true. That's right. You
I
did
use
use Post
Posty
Malone a
all the
hell of a
time.
lot. Too much. Too much. Going back to the Royal Rumble, I like that Cena didn't win for the reason that, in my opinion, him winning takes that chance away from somebody. We know he's getting a WrestleMania match. We know it's going to be, his final WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
These are things that we already know. Giving him that win takes it away from somebody else who can progress, who isn't done. You know what I mean? Giving it to Jey Uso, I don't know. I wasn't mad at it, but I can understand why some people were. Charlotte Flair 100% shouldn't have won.
No.
Let's put that to bed. That's what she said.
That was a double
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I'm okay with Cena not winning, and I thought the Kevin Owens Cody Rhodes match was absolutely fan-fucking-tastic.
Oh, that was the best match of the night. It was nuts.
I mean, you cannot go wrong there. I'm excited for what's to come with Elimination Chamber. I think it's gonna be fun. Kevin versus fucking Sami Zayn, I think is gonna be amazing.
yeah.
Because watching their previous stuff, I've sent you an old school match collector once on Instagram of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn wrestling. I mean, their old school matches, their indie matches are absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, like Gorilla Pro Wrestling, the old Ring of Honor, like those were like insane matches. Like in general, like you just can't see that anymore.
No, El Generico and Kevin Steen, Fan-fucking-tastic, which is what their
Yeah.
names were before WWE. But yeah. So, when did you get into wrestling?
Probably when I was a kid, like young kid. I think I have a photo. I'll just post a picture later. Probably like during the Attitude Era, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
I think I started watching before that. I remember I asked my dad to order WWF In Your House, like 93, 94, one of those. And it came with a chair.
It came with a
Oh,
chair?
yeah. I think he just like was like, here's your birthday present, like early birthday present. And it was like the whole bells and whistles, the pay per
That's pretty
view.
dope.
Wow.
Yeah.
What kind of chair? Like a little kid's like folding chair?
Oh no, it was like an actual folding chair. Like
Huh.
when you sit in the front, like ringside seats, like you get a
You get
wide
a
one, you get a actual,
commemorative, folding chair. Yeah, when you
yeah.
go to a pay-per-view and you get, those really
Even like
expensive seats, you get a chair.
yeah, like anything like that, it's awesome. It's
That
probably
is
worth
pretty
a couple
fucking dope.
dollars.
Yeah, for sure. Especially in your house one, for sure.
Yeah.
That'd be expensive. Who was your favorite, Attitude Era wrestler?
Oh, that's tough. Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Collector?
So does the Attitude Era refer to like the degeneration era? Is that the
Yeah.
same block? So I was like a very big fan of X-Pac. I was also a
Wow,
fan
that's
of
random.
John Walton.
I liked X-Pac a lot, and also the Hardy Boys. And I don't know if they're necessarily considered to be part of the Attitude Era. I think they were a little pre-Attitude Era as well.
Well, I mean, they started pre-Attitude Era, but they were Attitude Era.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so for sure, I was a huge fan of the Hardy Boys.
I mean, if
Lita,
you can say that about anybody that was wrestling during the Attitude Era. They all started before the Attitude Era. They were all there.
I
But then
guess.
the coolest thing about like the Attitude Era, it's not like you could okay, there's a lower end, mid card, and then top guys. During the Attitude Era, everybody was essentially a top guy because there was always a segment that you were shining. And that was
Yeah.
like the best part of watching wrestling at that time.
Well, that was also the other thing. They had, I mean, so many fucking titles.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like the two huge titles. There was like 10. There was the light heavyweight title. There was the European champion.
Yep.
There was the hardcore championship. I mean, there were so many dope titles back then.
And it was like for us when we were kids, it's like it was a top title, you know?
Yeah, yeah. All titles. I mean, they also had the best tag team division
Oh yeah.
during that era.
Yeah, well, the Dudley brothers were, or Dudley
Dudley
boys
Boys.
were wrestling during that time as
The
the tag.
Dudleys, Hardys, Edge and Christian
Edge and Christian.
revolutionized the tag team
Oh
division.
dude, I
Yeah.
gotta send you that. I'll send you a video of the ladder match. It was nuts.
The ladder match.
Yeah.
The
I'll send
ladder
it to you,
match.
Collector.
That
Yeah,
is such a fantastic fucking match.
So fun, like little tiny side quest story, because I'm really enjoying this. But so I was like pretty big into wrestling with my dad and my brother, my younger brother. We would watch it all the time. And then one time we were watching a pay-per-view. I can't remember which one. I want to say it was a Royal Rumble, but I don't remember. We were like staying up late. We were watching this pay-per-view together, and we finished the pay-per-view. I was getting ready for bed. I was brushing my teeth, and my younger brother, there's two different versions of the story. The way I remember this happening, my younger brother came in and tried to headbutt me.
I
because we had just
remember
finished watching
I remember
wrestling.
this.
I may
You
have
have
told it
told
on
us
the
this
podcast or
story.
something.
An old
Yeah, you
All right,
have.
well,
yeah.
and then he busted his head open. So long story short, I wasn't allowed to watch any wrestling pay-per-views after that. And that's when my love for wrestling kind of faded away, because I was mortified by my fucking
I
parents'
think
reaction
you told
to
that story the same time you told us how you ripped Barbie's heads off.
I could have, yeah, maybe like
Yeah, it was like
ridiculous
an
things I
early
did as a
episode,
child.
and then I text you. I was like, I'm so into to listen to this podcast. I'm in. I love
Because
you
I
guys.
That was
I
it.
saw
That did
Barbies.
it.
I am a
Yeah.
fan of this podcast.
Collector's a psychopath. I'm in it. I like this.
So after that, I stopped playing with my wrestling toys and everything. Like I had a ring, I had a lot of different figures, but that was like it for me.
Well, you shouldn't have headbutted your brother.
No. I was never accused of being the headbutt
You
delivery
shouldn't have.
system. What I
You
was
shouldn't have hurt
accused
your
of,
brother.
I was accused of smashing his head into the sink, which did not
What, he
happen.
came in to headbutt you and you just took him and went,
That's
It's a no DQ, bro.
No, so the alternate
it's barred,
the
Mom.
alternate-
Come on.
the alternate theory is that he tried to hug me goodnight, and in lieu of accepting his hug, I took the back of his head and slammed it into the sink and busted his face open. But that
I
didn't happen.
wholeheartedly believe that.
That did not happen. He came in hot trying to headbutt me, and I moved out of the way, and he smashed his head on the sink.
You know what it is, Kev? He was the 24/7 champion at the time.
Oh
So,
yeah,
I mean, it could have happened anywhere. So the 24/7 championship is a championship that you can win literally wherever, whenever.
I feel like I vaguely remember that. Wasn't there a storyline
that's
involving?
recent. But that
Oh,
you're thinking of
okay.
the hardcore championship.
Maybe
'Cause they
there was this,
they did do a similar thing with the hardcore championship.
I remember like a limo and Triple H or Vince McMahon getting hit by a limo or like plowed into a wall.
I did it for the Rock.
Okay, you're way. You're sort of on point. Rikishi hit Stone Cold
With a
with
limo?
a car. With a car.
Before he was even signed.
Yeah, Rikishi did it for The Rock.
I did it. I did it for the Rock.
Yeah.
I do remember Rikishi. He was another one of my favorites, dude. The stink face was a badass finisher. That was
Literally.
That was hilarious. And I think my fondest memories are JR and King.
Yeah. I have a King. Hold on a sec.
He goes, puppies! I distinctly remember that.
King. He can't talk anymore. He's had so many goddamn strokes.
Oh, really? That's a shame. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I went to New York Comic Con a couple years ago, and
that's
he was
so
there.
sick.
I got that signed.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's super sick.
I have a signed Mick Foley. It does not say to Zach. I don't know what the fuck it says, but it doesn't say to Zach. It's a signed Funko Pop.
It's a scribble.
There's a Z there. I don't know what it says after that.
But yeah,
that's another one of the fucking greats.
Yeah.
Mick Foley.
That was kind of like when I think like the end of my being like a big fan of wrestling.
When you no holds barred your brother into a sink.
I mean, I know a lot of the iconic matches, and I think a little bit later in my life, if I remember the timeline correctly, I got into ECW for like a short period of time.
ECW was great.
And I feel like there was another like really kind of popular at the time, like backyard wrestling brand. They were like putting out like, this was like around the time that like CKY was getting popular, maybe. Okay. They were putting out these like crappy, low quality,
like legit backyard wrestling
videos. Yes, exactly. Yeah. I can't remember what the name of that company was, but I watched a lot of that.
There was a VHS series called Backyard Wrestling.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
It might have been that. Yeah,
that's probably what it was. I had something I wanted to say, and now it's completely blanking. Oh, for those of you who are listening, I'm sure there's gonna be one or two of you. Wrestling's fucking fake. Yeah, well, so is your favorite television show.
Nah, dude, we gotta.
It's scripted. Right.
Of course, it's scripted.
It's still real to me.
But you go take a fucking suplex.
Yeah, no, I think that argument is a very immature argument. I don't hear too many adults who are educated, and this is coming from someone who's like significantly less of a fan of wrestling than the two of you. Not too many educated adults are saying, I don't watch wrestling because it's fake. I don't think.
We know it's fucking fake.
Of course. And it's not
fake. It's not fake. It's scripted. It's predetermined.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
But you go into a wrestling ring and you take a suplex like they do, or look at you're gonna know, Kev, JD McDonough.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, that was insane.
JD McDonough 3 weeks ago. I'll post a video of it in the Discord in the podcast channel.
Punctured ribs.
3 weeks ago, took a fucking hit. He jumped over the ropes and hit the announcer's table. Broke ribs, punctured a lung. finished the fucking
And
match.
his head
Yeah.
too. Like it,
Finished the match and took wild bumps. He
yeah,
took wild bumps. So a bump is, you get a suplex hit on you, any kind of hit. He took bumps with broken ribs and a punctured lung
Yeah, and you
and
see that a
flawlessly
lot.
finished that match.
You see that a lot in the history of wrestling. A lot of the top performers will finish matches.
Well, he's not a top
Recently,
performer, but he's gonna be now. Once
yeah.
he
that's
comes
what I
back from
mean.
that injury, the
Dude,
respect that he has
after
now.
watching him, and I was like, you know what? He's my guy now, because he was like,
Yeah.
he's just like riding the coattails, but like
I'm a JD
he
McDonough fan now.
solidified it, you know.
Yeah. Like how we felt about Frost last week. That's how like
Yeah.
wrestling the wrestling universe.
That's
That's how they felt about JD McDonough. They're like, holy
funny.
shit, this guy actually
What
puts
a
on a
barn
fucking
burner.
what a barn burner. Fucking Tajiri trying to say that. You
Yeah.
ever seen that video of Tajiri trying to say he was doing JR lines and
Oh
he was
god.
trying to say barn burner. It's so fucking funny. Oh, old wrestling was so much fucking wilder when it was TV 14.
I don't even remember. I mean, I remember there were points where it was pretty racy. Like when I was a younger kid, I remember
That's when it
feeling
was
like
TV 14. Mark Henry literally had sex with Mae Young, who was an 80-year-old woman. They didn't actually have sex.
yeah.
And she gave birth to a hand. That
Wait,
was a storyline that they allowed through.
Yeah.
who didn't one of the Dudleys put an old lady through a table or like
That was
off
Mae
the
Young.
jump?
Yeah.
Mae Young is another fantastic fucking person because she always said, do the moves on me like I'm one of the guys. And she was always down for getting, like Bubba Ray Dudley putting her through off the stage. She did
Off
a
the stage,
powerbomb.
yeah. It was like off
He
the
also
entrance,
put her
right?
through a table. He did it to her twice.
That was like one of the craziest things I remember. There's two things that three, I guess now. That Mae Young getting slammed off the stage, Shane McMahon jumping off the Jumbotron, and of course, Mick Foley, who at the time was Mankind, I think, going through the top of the
still
of
Mick
the cell.
Foley. He just had a mask on.
Yes, but he was wrestling as Mankind. Him and Taker. Those are like the three most brutal bumps I remember seeing.
Now that's a match that if you've never watched wrestling, I recommend King of the Ring 1997. Watch the Hell in a Cell match between Undertaker and Mankind.
There was this dude on Reddit, and his name was like Shitty Morph, and then like he just fucking goes to like random Reddit threads, and it just like, oh, there's something wrong with my car. I think it's like my check engine lights and this that, and he goes like, oh yeah, simple thing, like da 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 da, and then it's like, oh yeah, by the way, in 1997. King of the Ring, Hell in a Cell, Undertaker got thrown off the top by. It was
That's awesome,
and it was like he's been going on for years, just like
doing
post,
that.
just like informative, and then it's just like, oh, it's a shit post.
That is commitment.
Yeah.
I respect the hell out of that.
That's
That is
funny.
commitment. But in that match, Mankind gets tossed off at the top of the Hell in a Cell, right through a fucking table, and then they go back on top of the Hell in a Cell, and Undertaker chokeslams him through the top of the Hell in a Cell onto the fucking mat. That Hell in a Cell was not supposed to break. He said I saw an interview. Undertaker said he chokeslammed him. All you heard was the zip ties go bing, 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 and then he went right through. Undertaker had a broken ankle that entire match. It's a wild match.
Didn't Triple H get hurt pretty bad recently and like couldn't even finish his match?
Nah, not that I'm aware of. There was two things that came to mind when you said that. One, when he tore his quad. You literally see it pop on screen. It's wild.
No, that I remember. That's like a long time ago, I think.
And then there was another where he came out for a match and dry ice got all over him, and he literally had like burns and like wrestled the whole match of burns.
Neither of those. This particular scene that I'm thinking of, he like could not wrestle. He had to sit down.
That's not that
recent.
recent.
Announcement table.
But he was having a heart. He was having a heart. I don't think it was a heart attack, but he was having a heart. Something was going on. Something was wrong with his heart, and he couldn't finish. And he kept trying to get up.
Yeah.
He kept falling back down.
Yeah. And what I was thinking was like he's having some, like you could see it, like he's having some kind of serious medical emergency.
Episode. I was gonna say hard episode. Yeah, I
And
couldn't think of the fucking word
I'm
episode.
watching him have this episode, as you're calling it, in real time. I'm like, well, I was watching video, but whatever. I'm like, you're watching this guy clearly struggle, and all he can try to do, he just keeps trying to get up and keep wrestling.
Yeah,
It's crazy. The level
and
of
eventually
commitment is
they're like, no,
wild.
you cannot.
Yeah,
you
they're
can't
like,
fucking do
yeah,
it.
we got to stop this match.
Yeah.
I mean, most of these guys have put their bodies through so much shit for our entertainment. It's wild.
Mhm.
Absolutely wild. I love wrestling. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit what anybody says. It's awesome.
I mean, like I said, man, it's a pretty immature argument to say like, oh, wrestling's fake. Like, it's not intended to be boxing, right? It's not like
Right.
the concept of wrestling is to not put two men or women in a ring and have them,
Duke it out.
physically fight over the course of many, many rounds. The object of wrestling is to entertain us with athletic ability that goes, that's a total
While telling a
different
story.
specialty, and it's weaving a story arc.
Yeah.
Right.
And the story arc is never ending. The story arcs started since the inception of,
Well,
professional wrestling.
you can say that the story arc has always been the good guy versus the bad guy, and that's just a concept that will always, till the end of time, will always go on. But I mean, there's our story arcs that end in wrestling.
I don't know that
They
they
get fired.
Yeah, yes, of course. There's people that come and go. There's people that have died and things like that. But like the stories are all kind of woven together. It's not like one day you start and it's like, okay, here's season 15, and everything has been resolved and now we're starting over from scratch. They all kind of morph into one another, it feels like.
Can you one of you do a price check if this in a PSA 10?
Pikachu Libre, got it.
Yeah.
That a real card?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it too.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. It's like two of my favorite things, wrestling and Pokemon.
$50
For a PSA 10?
Yeah.
Sick.
No recent sales.
I
Oh.
wouldn't send it.
PSA 8 sold for $17.
I have a raw
That's
copy.
crazy.
I would just I just want a 10 of it.
I also have a raw copy, but this is okay. Yeah, that's got to be. Oh no, the Japanese version is very expensive because it was a promo,
Yeah.
and it looks like that's a 9. Why are there no sales in English?
Because nobody wanted to sell theirs because they're like Kevin and they liked wrestling.
Oh, bro, there's no
And
way it's only
Pokemon.
$50. It's a pop 22 and a 10, and with no sales at all.
A lot of keepers.
22 people, and they all kept it.
Smart people.
I have a
PSA,
pop pre-arc
yeah,
man.
I would imagine it's got to be $1,000 slab.
You should do it.
Going up.
Just don't grade it with collector. It'll be a 7.
After
Yeah.
all the, you know what? What's that saying? Like, you can't really remember the good ones, but the bad ones, of course, sticks with you.
Yeah. I completely had forgotten that he'd gotten me 2 10s, and I had told him that he had never gotten me a 10 before, and I thought I was being legit. I completely had forgot.
Apparently, there's 2 different variations of the card.
Hmm.
There's one that's number 14 and one that's number 30.
Mine is 14.
So that one shows it's again an estimate with 0 sold listings. It shows a PSA estimate of 250, but I disagree with that. I think it's still higher.
Definitely has to be at least a couple $100.
Yeah.
Like on par with
Well, maybe I'll crack mine out of the promo box that it comes in and send it in.
I'll buy it.
Let us
As
know
a
in the
slab or
comments
the
who your
promo
favorite
box?
wrestlers are.
Pikachu Libre is my new favorite wrestler. I think I
Is
could
it?
still get one. You want one of those boxes?
I
Yeah,
still think
how much
Fred
is it?
Davenport.
I don't know. I bought it when it was on super duper clearance sale. I paid very little for it.
I got it from somebody at a card show like 3 years ago.
The 2-player deck set with Pikachu Libre and Suicune, or you just bought the raw card?
I just bought the raw card.
Yeah, no, the
It's like
Pikachu Libre
MD
Suicune.
for $10. I was like, this is cool as fuck.
The trainer kit's $35 plus shipping
Oh,
from this distributor I use.
cool. Send it.
I'll order one next time I order from them
Cool.
because that way I don't have to pay shipping just for that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Blair Davenport just got released.
Yeah, I know, man. That means she's not going to be in WWE 2K25.
Well, she might be. She might have already been in it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
the scans already probably.
Yeah, it comes out in a month. Not even less than a month. We get it. Oh, did you pre-order it yet?
No, I forgot.
Of course not. Well, I get to play it on the 7th. If you don't pre-order it, you got to wait till the 14th.
Of March?
Yeah, I'm really excited. If
You
you
play
never
PS5,
joined my
Kev?
Twitches, if you never joined my Twitch streams, we play my GM mode against each other, and he really sucks.
Oh my god, I literally won the first season and I'm winning the second season.
Okay,
Wow.
I'm gonna win the second season. I've chosen all jobbers, so everybody's really shitty. Although I've really built them up. They're stars now. But you also take 35 minutes to set a card.
Yeah, that's why I win,
And
bro.
is it? I think it's more of you just forgot and you don't know what the hell you're doing.
Whatever I'm doing is working. I'm not losing.
Yeah.
Do you play?
You're not gonna win.
Kev, do you play PS5?
I can't afford a PS5.
That's bullshit. You just choose to spend your money on Pokemon cards and Magic cards and other things.
Whoa, whoa.
I
don't
personally
play Magic
watched you
anymore.
rip a PS5 worth of Prismatic on Saturday.
That
How
never
rude.
happened.
All right, you're right. I didn't see that.
No, that totally happened times 2. Fuck.
So you could have bought 2 PS5s over.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I have a PS4 and it's like collecting dust. Like I'll play like a couple games, but like I don't really play video games anymore. I just watch movies because
Yeah.
once I
Well,
get work, I'm just
you have a
tired.
PS4, therefore, when we get 2K25 and you actually have it, and we can do the online because they're introducing online play in my GM mode, which they don't have
Oh,
now. I can share play to him. That way, all 3 of us can battle it out.
Sweet. There you
sick.
go. I will download a pre-order thing.
Oh yeah, my buddy just got us tickets for Tony Hedgecliffe and AC on March 1st.
What? I didn't even know Tony Hinchcliffe was playing on March 1st in AC.
Yeah,
We're going to Atlantic City.
Maybe. Is it? He's
It's
just
not
doing
a-
stand up.
it's not Kill Tony. It's just
No,
a
it's
stand
just
up,
stand up.
which is still fine.
March 1st. Oh my
I just
god,
want to
my
go to
wife's gonna
Atlantic City.
fucking kill me if I do this, bro.
I will give you the specifics.
I see it Saturday at 8:00 at Ovation Hall Ocean Casino Resort. My wife is going to fucking kill me if I buy tickets to another event.
Why
What
don't
day is that?
you?
Saturday, March 1st.
Why
I
don't
don't have
you
work.
bring her?
Because we have 2 small kids.
Just have
Bring them.
Papa and Nana babysit, right?
Or you take her.
Beach.
I'll hang out with the kids in AC.
Bro, the tickets are so cheap. All right, I gotta convince you to let me do this.
Why don't you wait until we're done recording a podcast?
I'll do it another time. I was very excited, as you can tell. Tony Hinchcliffe and Kill Tony are 2 of my
Yeah,
favorite
completely forgot till just now, but yeah, pretty pumped.
I've never seen them before.
Dude, who is it? Who are you going with?
John and like 5 other people for my buddy's birthday.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Zack Mo, we might be taking a week off of stream and going to AC.
Well, it's not my week off of stream. It's your week.
It's-
Wait, you're
it's-
not. I don't think it's a good idea to take you to AC.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, one, I think the manager's going to sit at the back of our table the entire time.
I'd probably play a lot of Bach, yeah.
I don't know what that
And
is.
2, I start dancing and I don't stop.
Oh yeah.
So Baccarat is a super old game. Basically, you bet. The easiest way to explain it, if you've never, seen it or heard about it, is you either bet red or blue. That's what you have to know to be able to play Baccarat. So it's almost a 50-50 chance. It's like 49.5 and 50.5. Red is very, very slightly favored. It is a card
100%
game.
chance that I go to the club and dance my ass off.
It's a card game where it's, there's two different hands. Whoever draws closest to the number 9 wins.
Hmm.
But the thing about Bach, much like blackjack, you can risk a lot of money very quickly. So you can either make a lot of money or lose a lot of money very, very quickly.
I
It's
usually
like
just lose
roulette.
money.
Well, so roulette is a 2-to-1 payout on worse odds than Bach. So if you go to roulette and bet red, it's a 2-to-1 payout, but your odds are worse than if you went to the Bach table.
Well, I put money on numbers.
Okay, so if you're playing numbers, then your payout is significantly higher. I think it's 36-to-1 on a number.
Yeah. And luckily, the only time I've been to Vegas, I did very well.
Oh, you hit on a number? That's awesome.
Yeah, 17 in black.
Nice. There you go.
Because I was there for like a Magic the Gathering big tournament. And I think I put like 340 mixed in between black and 17. I won like 2,300. And I was like, the money's already spent.
Yeah.
I'm buying Pokemon cards. Fuck Magic.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
We'll have to.
So-
maybe we'll bring you back on another time because we're already an hour in. But we got to definitely talk about your Magic the Gathering and Pokemon collection at some point.
Yeah. I'm happy to be here. What
I'm
else?
not.
We know, bro. We know. We can see it. on
Oh,
your-
you still got the segment too, right?
Oh yeah. We got to do the ranking. I completely forgot. I don't know
Which
what
is
Zach,
literally what I was getting. I'm
Zach's like
looking at my phone.
scrolling
No.
on Instagram.
I'm looking at my phone to get the my numbers ready.
Okay. But yeah, we got to do
I knew
our
that's where we were going.
segment. Random.
All this wrestling talk.
Yeah, I'm sure half the people
That
are
reminded me of oh god, what's the name of that movie?
ready to rumble.
Yeah, that one.
So I met
Jimmy
I
King.
met Sean Conn, who played. I actually met Jimmy King once too. I met Sean Conn, who played Sean in that movie. And I told him, I was like, "Yo, Ready to Rumble was one of my favorite movies growing up," and he's like, "Well, I'm glad at least somebody liked it."
Dude, come on, that movie was so
You
good.
should have just been like, dude, you were awesome in Varsity Blues.
Dude, Ready to
Fucking Ready
Rumble
to
is a
Rumble.
great movie.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It really is.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna watch
rewatch it.
later. Yeah, exactly.
Let's
It's
have a
free on
watch party
YouTube.
of Ready to Rumble. Let's go. All right,
I own
so Zach
So
Mo,
it's
did
this
you
week, I
pick a
think
type?
I think we'll let
Awesome.
Kevin pick the type this week.
Same wavelength, even if we've done it before. Doesn't matter. Pick any type,
Yep.
Kev.
Dark.
Dark type it is. Boom. All right, sharing screen. Momentarily.
Hey, what's
There you
this
go.
chat with everyone in the studio?
You don't necessarily need to use that. You can to do your list though, if you'd like.
Oh, okay. So is it just for you three?
Yeah,
Okay.
nobody watching would see it, but we would
Okay.
see it.
Okay.
And now they're all going to say, "Why can't I see it?"
Yeah, all 7 of them. All right. Our first dark type. So yeah, you guys know the deal if you're listeners of the podcast, but we're gonna blindly rank 10 Pokemon. So I'm gonna do 10 in a row, and we're gonna rank them 1 through 10
like it,
based
Kev.
on basically no real metric. And here's Lokix. That's our first dark type Pokemon. Starting super strong with a Mecha Mosquito. Next, we have Crawdaunt.
Oh, I don't know where to put these.
Oh, I know where to put them.
Okay. I like the sound of that. Oh, I didn't realize that one could be in it. I'm saving my number 1 spot.
All right, we got Nickit.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, my man Collector loves him some Thievals.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absol.
Kay doesn't even listen to this anymore.
I know.
We miss you, Kay.
Uh-huh.
He didn't sound sincere, but I think it was.
I do miss Special K a lot. Zoroark. I actually just got a slap back for Jeremy.
Oh yeah, we miss you too, Jeremy.
I mean, I speak to Jeremy at least somewhat more regularly than Special K. I have to text her. She doesn't use Discord anymore.
She doesn't like you. She told me. She said she
I,
loves
be-
me
I
because she
believe
doesn't
it.
like you.
I believe it. All right, after Zoroark, we've got Bisharp.
Oh wow. This is a lot of really good Pokemon for this generator this time.
See, now you know how I feel every week.
All right, after Bisharp, we got Zorua. Oh, sick. After Zorua, we got Mega Tyranitar.
Why didn't you put default? Okay, don't worry about it. Just putting Tyranitar.
All right, I switched it to default now.
It's okay.
Obstagoon.
Oh, you're a lady.
My lady.
Not obtained, stupid autocorrect.
And number 10, or the last one, is Iron Jugulus.
I'm not too mad at that. I'm a little mad at it. Iron juggling, autocorrect.
Iron juggling sounds like a pretty intense skill.
You don't even know.
I don't. I can't juggle iron. All right.
I'm just gonna post it in the chat.
Whoops. All right.
Starting with number 10.
Yeah, number 10, I had low kicks.
I unfortunately had Iron Jugulus.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Kev.
Oh, Obstagoon.
You jerk.
Wow,
Obstagoon
that wasn't
so much better.
Nah.
Shit's weak. Number 9.
Crawdaunt.
Crawdaunt.
Nick it.
Fair play.
Nick got higher on mine. Number 8.
Nick it.
Low kicks.
Let's take low kicks, whatever I put in there.
Low kicks, yeah.
8, yeah.
Okay. And number 7.
I have Zorua.
I have Bisharp.
Crawdaunt.
It's Bisharp.
Bisharp. Fuck you. Fuck whatever.
It's
Bishop, I know. Bisharp, I get it.
Pawn, Bishop, King. The chess piece Pokemon.
I had to go pick up stock for the stream, okay? I've been out on
Oh my god, this fucking guy.
I'm tired. Number 6.
Iron Jugulus.
Nick it.
I think I hit 5 for both of them by mistake. Zoroark should be number 6.
All right. Zoroark,
Okay.
I see.
And number 5, I have Absol.
I have Obstagoon.
Bisharp.
Respectable. I respect that a lot. It's 100% not Bisharp.
Number 4, I have Obstagoon.
Yeah, take that. I got Bisharp.
I got Absol. Number 4.
Absol.
Don't try to convince me that you meant to put Obstagoon that high on your list.
I didn't.
Right. So take that.
Number 3, I have Zorua.
I have Zoroark.
Zorua, number 3.
Wow, you both had Zorua so high.
It's a cute little one.
Yeah, but Zoroark's way better than Zorua, I thought.
Well, like the new full art from Battle Partners is awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
Number 2, I have Zoroark.
Mega T-Tar.
Dope. It's a good choice.
Dope. I put T-Tar number 1.
I immediately put T-Tar number 1. I've done way too many of these. As soon as you get one cool Pokemon, it goes in the number 1 spot.
Sorry, rookie mistakes.
Mistakes were made.
Wait, who did you put number 1?
Iron Jugulus.
I do think Iron Jugulus is a dope Pokemon.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's terrible. I would have rather it been Hydreigon, but
yeah, same. But it's like, you know what? I was saving the 1 on purpose for the last. I was like, maybe we get a banger.
Yeah, I
We-
really fucked myself over doing that one.
We did not get a banger.
We did not. So now we're gonna
Alright.
do 15 dark type, and
Nope.
we're gonna have battle parties.
Yep. 15 fully evolved default form dark type coming up. And we're going to make a battle party out of these 15 Pokemon.
Wow,
Yeah.
number one sucks.
So the first Pokemon, for those who are listening, or most of you, the Pokemon on this list of 15 are Umbreon, Iron Jugulus, Cacturne, Wo-Chien, Bombardier, Mastiff,
You
Yveltal.
sure it's not my boss stuff?
It might be my ball stiff.
I said it.
Yveltal, King Gambit, Drapion, Liepard, Pangoro, Houndoom, Chi-Yu, Titar, and Roaring Moon. This is one for the ages, boys.
I'm not taking Umbreon. You can all go cry about it. I love you all. 3, 4, 5, and why not? I'll 6.
Oh, oops.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm
I'm gonna say it, even though none of you ever fucking do it. Let us know who you'd choose.
I want to win, but Kev's probably going to be good at this.
No, I'm terrible at the video game. I don't know half the abilities.
Oh, all right.
I'm just
I'm really good at this. I win every week.
Pokemon.
Oh, you already put yours in the chat. Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We have very similar lists. Zack Mo, lead
All
us
right.
off.
I have Houndoom,
Yep. We all have Houndoom. I'll cross him off.
Roaring Moon,
We all have Roaring Moon. We'll cross him off.
Titar,
We all have Titar.
Yveltal.
We all have Yveltal.
So this is probably where we're gonna differ. I took Iron Jugulus,
I did not.
Nope.
and I took who was the other one? Pangoro.
So you and Kev both have Pangoro, which is a solid choice.
Yeah, it's dark and fighting, so
Yeah, that's why I like to switch it. I like to try to find something where I was gonna take Chi-Yu because of the water, but there really wasn't much fire that needed to be combative with water.
So you have Zack Mo, you have Pangoro.
No, it's
What?
the Iron Jugulus that I differ from you guys.
No,
So
you
yes,
because you have Pangoro too, right?
yeah.
you have two different.
And
You
Kev
didn't
has
take
one.
Pangoro.
I'm trying to find the one that Kev has difference to
Uh,
see what your one-on-one would be.
You guys picked King Gamma, right?
I did.
I
Okay.
didn't.
Okay.
Who
So
were
is
your
that it?
last two, Zack Mo?
Pangoro and Iron Jugulus.
Okay, so you're doing Iron Jugulus versus
King Gambit.
Gambit
Okay.
against Kev.
Difference. Yeah.
Kev wins because he's the guest and I'm allowing it.
And then I have King Gambit and Kev has King Gambit. So I would do Wo-Chien against Pangoro
Pangoro wins.
because Kev's the guest. Now you and I,
No,
Zack
because
Mo,
no. Because Wo-Chien is ground type, if I'm not mistaken, and Pangoro is fighting type. Therefore, the fighting type beats the ground type.
all right. Well, you and I have
Did
Wo-Chien.
you guys try the Pokemon Showdown for like simulated like battles?
No, what is that? We've been looking for something like that for a long time.
Yeah, Pokemon Showdown.
You've been
right.
listening, Kevin. Now you're just telling us.
Well,
We've said it many
yeah,
times.
what was it like? Probably like a couple months ago, I think one of you guys said like, "Oh, maybe try Showdown," and it's like, nope, it's just mental math.
Oh, maybe.
I'm
Because
gonna
he
look
did find
into it.
something and it was weird. Yeah. All right. So then, Collector, it's what? Iron Jugulus versus Wo-Chien?
Yeah. No,
Which
I
I
have
also win
I have
because it's
no. I have Wo-Chien and King Gambit versus your Pangoro and Iron
right. So
Jugulus.
Pangoro, we've already established, beats Wo-Chien. So King Gambit versus Iron Jugulus.
Oh wow, this is like a lot of information to input.
Don't know who wins. I'm just gonna say that
Yeah,
Umbreon
it's like
wins.
you customize like the abilities, the held
Yeah.
items, moves, everything like that. And it's like it would take too long to set up like a random fight unless
Right.
you just do like, okay, random dark types like A, B, and C, random moves, random held items, blah 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 blah, and then just go at it there. But
Well,
Wait,
I
can
think the way
I?
we've been doing it, where I keep winning, it's good.
kind of even out, you know. He wins the Pokemon battle, but he loses with the GM mode. So it's only fair.
King
Yeah,
Gambit
he
versus
definitely loses with the GM mode.
who? Iron Jugulus.
Yeah, I'm still fairly certain I won.
How do I see who wins?
I'll just tell you. It was me. It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
I literally can't tell who wins. We're just gonna. I'll have to investigate this another time. Let's move on to the next thing that we do.
All types.
Yes, I'm trying to get everything clicked.
Jeez.
All right, we're going to generate 15 random Pokemon from all Pokemon, all regions, all types, and we're going to make a battle party of 6. Good luck, gents. Starmie, Bouffalant, Boof My Lant, Comfy,
What?
Perugly,
That's why people don't watch this.
Latios, Boltund, Delibird, Great Tusk, Quaquaval, Unknown A, Solrock, Swaylat, Wailord, Frostmoth, Monkey Dory. 900
One,
fucking Pokemon. These are the 15 we get.
two,
Yeah, very mid.
Fuck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for shits and giggles.
I got 2. I got 3. I guess.
Yeah, you guess.
I guess.
Kev's done.
Yeah, I'm done too.
Okay, so I'll
Oh,
start
we
us
were
off.
super similar, Kev, you and I.
I saw at least 3 that I have the same as Kev. Starmie.
I don't have Starmie, and
Nope.
neither does Kev.
Nope.
Well, you guys suck. Latios,
Yeah,
Yep.
we all have Latios.
Great Tusk.
I have Great Tusk.
Nope.
Okay. Swalot.
I don't have Swaylat.
Nope.
Wailord.
Yes.
Yeah.
Monkey Dory.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so Zack Mo, you and I have Solrock and Boltund v Starmie and Swaylat. So Boltund takes Starmie, Solrock takes Swaylat. Good night.
And if it's the other way around?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the other way around because that's the way that we're doing
Right.
it.
And if it's the other way around, Starmie takes Solrock and Swalot takes Boltund. Good night. Good morning. How about that?
All right, well, it's a 50-50 win rate. So don't get too proud of yourself. Kev and I would fight Great Tusk v Frostmoth.
I think Frostmoth takes that.
Sure, Kev can win. That's fine.
I don't remember who has who. I'm just letting you know my
I
opinion.
think I was looking at the list. Bolton would be super effective against a lot of the lists right there. Like against
Oh yeah.
Army, Latios, Quaxoval, Wailord, Frostmoth. It would just like would
Dominate.
be good against like most of the field.
But I feel like its defensive stats, like if we're gonna go into it, its defensive stats are shit. It has high speed, but its defensive stats are shit.
So it just like one hit KO a lot of them. If
Yeah,
it's special attacks
hopefully.
that good.
Yeah.
If not, oh well.
Bolton
I do know
was the must take.
I was thinking about it, but I decided not to because I didn't want to. I like Starmie. Starmie learns psychic moves and water moves. And Starmie is definitely a sleeper in that.
Well, so you and Kev have
Starmie, Boltund, Swaylot, Frostmoth.
no
I don't
Swaylot
have
Soul
Swaylott.
Rock,
Yeah, there's Soul
and
Rock.
then Frostmoth. Wait, you have Frostmoth?
Yeah.
No, Zack Mo.
No.
All right, so then
You have Monkey
also
Dory?
have, yeah, he does.
Yeah.
You also have Frostmoth versus Kev's Frostmoth versus
Great
your
Tusk.
yeah, your Great Tusk.
I'm
Same
just going to
battle.
give it to Kev.
Same battle
Because,
Kev and I had.
yeah, well, Kev wins mine.
I
You
agree.
may beat it.
Kev, you win.
Yeah.
Kev's the winner. Cool.
He goes, yeah.
Well, that was fun.
I agree. That was a lot of fun.
I need $10,000
Holy shit, we didn't
as
talk
a
about
Well,
rates.
as a
talk to the
fee,
man who put this together.
fee as
This
a
is-
guest star, because like is that how it works with a podcast?
It might.
Yeah, here. I don't have $10,000 for you, but I have this authentic 1 ounce silver bar that I will give to you in person. Remind me. Oh, it disappeared.
And I'm the Jew.
Well,
It's an ounce of silver with Pokemon stuff on it. You can't see it because the filter is trying to get
I
rid
love
of it.
silver. I have probably 100 ounces of silver.
Well, now you have 101 because there's an ounce of silver right here that you're getting.
But for that
Got a lot of
$10,000, I would get the 20th anniversary Battle Fest at Pikachu PSA 10,
Got it. Okay.
and then take you all out to lunch.
All right. Sounds good. Let's do that.
Sounds good to me. I like lunch.
And if
Well,
you pay your
thank
card
you.
rate, dinner too, Zach.
Cool.
Hey, yo. What about
I like
breakfast?
dinner too.
No.
No.
I'll call a cab for him.
Thanks. At least he's gonna give me he's gonna pay for the ride home.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Well, thank you for tuning in and listening to us ramble as usual. I have been your co-host, Zack Mo, aka Why Is My Boss Calling Me and wants me to call him back.
And I've been your coast collector, aka Game Freak. And this has been Vannis,
aka Kev. Because we called him Vannis for 2 seconds and went with Kev for the rest of the episode.
I literally never call you Vannis, bro.
I know it's weird. Sorry, it's just whatever is on Discord. It's like whatever. I'll just go through there.
Yeah. Well,
Do you
my
want
bad.
is there somewhere you want people to follow you? Or
Oh
is
yeah.
there,
Do you have any
platform?
socials you want us to plug or
I
anything?
have I was thinking about starting a collecting TCG possible buy sell, but there's no way I'm gonna want to sell my cards. I
fair.
could get rid of a lot of my comic books, but it's fine.
Well, if you ever do start it, let us know and we will definitely plug it.
Yeah, I'll plug it for you.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.